All right, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to paint this fun cross. It's actually quite fun and unique. I really like it. So in the kit, it should have come with red paint, black paint, white paint, and lime green paint. You should have some sponge dabblers, sponge brushes I should say, and a circular dabbler right here to do polka dots with. You should also have a paintbrush right here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here is we're going to paint, let's paint our background on the inside of the cross red. So I'm going to use a sponge brush here. Now, if you don't want to do this red and you want to swap yours out, the colors, you're more than welcome to do that. It's totally up to you. This is your creation. Make it yours. So I'm going to work on painting my background here. This is a very whimsical cross. It's really fun. As you can see, once you got it, the lines are not straight; they're really crooked, and that goes in with the whimsy look of it. All right. And if at any given point in time, I'm just turning my sponge to the side and using the tip, but if you feel like you need to use your paintbrush, you are more than welcome to break that baby out and do it with a paintbrush. It's going to take you a little bit longer because it's a smaller brush. But fortunately, this video, you should be able to stop it and come back and play it or whatever you want to do. On this side of it. I hope that you guys at the Upper Bound group are having fun painting these. I have enjoyed preparing the kits for you. I know that last year I came and painted with some of you, and unfortunately we are not able to do that this year, but just know that I wish I was, because I really enjoy painting with you all. If you go outside your lines, don't worry about it. I, for instance, did right here. I'm not going to worry. This is a very whimsy cross anyway, so that's the beauty of it. Learn to embrace the imperfections. As in Bob Ross used to say, there's only happy little accidents. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on hold for just a moment because somebody's coming and I know that they're coming to pick up an order, so hang tight and I'll be right back. Let you guys catch up, okay? Hey girl.
I don't have my mask, I'm not going to come in. So,
Yeah, I can do that. This isn't normal at all.
okay,
So,
good deal.
I will work on this on Wednesday. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I need it Sunday by 2 o'clock.
Okay, you'll have it Wednesday.
Okay, good
That
deal.
way you won't have to stress about it.
All right,
Thank you. All right, well, that didn't take very long. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna kind of take this to put it to the side. While that is drying, I'm gonna work on this outer rim here. Just simply because I really want this part to be dry when I get ready to do this part. So the outer rim, I'm doing it in black. However, you are welcome to do it in whatever color you so choose. If you want to switch it up and you want red here, lime green, red. Hey, this is your cross. You do it the way you want to. I'm also going to make sure that I get my edging going all the way around my canvas, okay? So, knowing that I have to get my edging, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. That way I'm able to handle my canvas without getting paint all over my hands. So I'm using a sponge brush to do that with. I'm gonna work this here. If you are looking for the videos, they are on YouTube under Cherry's Paint and Pad, Cherry, paint, the letter N, and then pad. Okay? Alright, so now that I have my edges done, I'm going to work on this outer rim in the black. And like I said, if it gets on your hands and stuff, don't worry about it. It comes off. No worries. Alright, so I'm going to come here and I'm just going to work on doing my edging right here in the black. And I'm using a sponge brush to do it with. It's very uneven. That is the beauty of it. Very whimsy. Once you get yours painted, I'd love for you to post a picture of your painting up underneath the tutorial. I would love to see what you guys are doing, okay? Please don't keep it a secret. Alright, so I have my outer border done in the black. So I'm going to take that brush and just kind of set it to the side, that sponge brush. My red is still really, really wet. But I am going to go ahead and do my lime green. I'm going to use the sponge brush. If you have a regular paintbrush, if you don't have another sponge brush, use your paintbrush. But I'm going to use the sponge brush for my lime green. So let's see here. You just have to be careful with the sponge brush whenever the paint is wet, because it does tend to pull the opposite color in. So I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up on that. You don't have to be exact on the edging, because we are going to outline it in black anyways with our paintbrush. So if you don't want to get like right up on the edge, you're welcome to not. It doesn't have to be precise, because like I said, we are going to outline it. So if you're worried about pulling some of that red in, that would be a way to avoid it. I'm gonna go ahead and I can get my paint up there because that border is also going to be lime green. See, I can't really see that side, so I'm gonna move my canvas over. Take your time with it, and like I said, make it your own. Okay. So I have my lime green on my cross. I have that there. And I am going to need to use my paintbrush on the border part, and simply the only reason I'm going to do that is because look how thin that is right there. My red is wet, my black is wet, and I do want to make sure that I'm able to be a little bit careful with it. So I'm going to use my paintbrush to get my border. And again, if you're concerned about pulling in some of those colors, we're going to outline this also in black, so I mean, it's completely up to you. If you don't want to outline it in black, then get as close as you can, of course. But if you are planning on outlining yours in black like I'm going to do mine, then it's not really that big of a concern to get all the way up against the next color. And again, you should be able to pause and come back if I get ahead of you. And if you feel like yours needs a second coat of colors, then you're more than welcome to let that dry and paint it a second time to either make the color more vibrant or, you know, just shade it in a little bit. You're welcome to do that. This is your picture, your painting. On a canvas, I personally like the different color hues from doing one coat. But that is my personal preference, not yours. I hear the dogs barking. Let me check and make sure nobody's here to pick up an order. That gives you guys time to catch up, okay? Yep. Hey, girl. I'm gonna run over there and grab it. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm working on finishing up my green. Oh, but yeah, but it's raining out there today, and I swear I didn't even know it was supposed to rain today. I'm going to kind of turn this a little bit just so I don't have to reach as far and wear my arm out. So I'm going to turn that to the side. Oh, I just pulled in some black with my lime green. If you pull in another color, just work it out. Just keep brushing back and forth, adding more color to it, and then eventually work itself out. Well, that depends. But most of the time, it at least make it presentable. Alright, so I have my lime green going all the way around. I've got my red done. Everything looks good. I see a spot here that I need to add some black to, so I'm going to use my black sponge. Going to hit that, make sure I have all that done. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back, right side up. There we go. Let me clean my brush. Alright, so I really do need to take a hair dryer to this to get it good and dry before I move any further. With it, I do suggest that you do the same. Like I said, if you want to do a second coat on yours before you move on, you are welcome to do so. ahead and do our polka dots. Find my little circular dauber. Here it is right here. Okay, so the polka dots are going to go in the black area. So I'm going to take this little circular dauber. I'm going to put it into the white paint, as you can see right here. Set it down. Press down, twist just a little bit, and pick straight up. Okay, and you have polka dots. We're going to do that throughout the entire canvas. Now I'm going to do some hanging it off of my canvas and just kind of rotate it. You know, stagger them on there. You know, if you're a polka dot gal, you may want to put polka dots in the cross. Up to you. I think that's going to be it for today. Just kind of rest. You ain't taking a break all day. I'm going to turn this back, right side up. There we go. Alright, so I have my polka dots going around my black border, which is perfect. That's what I wanted. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do some scroll marks inside my cross itself. Now, like I said, if you're a really polka dot gal and you want to do polka dots in your cross, you are more than welcome to do that. So on my scroll, I'm going to use white. I'm going to do one big one right here in the center. Just like that. Okay? Alright, then I'm going to come and I'm going to come all the way down and I'm going to do another one right there. We'll come right here. There we go. And I do want to make that look more uniform, so I'm just going to bring that back around. We'll do the same thing over on this side, right here. And I'm going to do one here. Okay. Another thing that I want to do is I'm going to come in and in this section here, I'm going to do like 3. So I'm going to do a line 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to skip some space and we'll come back 1, 2, 3. It's very whimsy. If you don't want to do this part, you don't have to do this part. You can do anything you want to it. It's yours. If you don't want to use white, use a different color. Completely up to you. And on my bottom, I have that done. All right. So the next thing I want to do, and this is just me personally, it's not in the picture itself, but I just want to kind of add in some white accents on the outer part here. I just think it kind of adds a little something to it. If you don't want to, by all means, you certainly don't have to. All right, so now I have that done. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to work on outlining my cross. It's still a little too wet though, so I'm going to put the hairdryer back on it in certain spots, like right up here. So I'm going to clean my brush up really well, and now I'm going to outline it. Now again, like I said, if you don't want to outline yours, you certainly don't have to. Okay? So here we go. If you want to just see what mine looks like before you make that commitment, you are welcome to do that. And like I said before, this just kind of helps hide any little imperfections that you may have if you didn't want to get real close to your colors while one color was wet. This fills that in. All right, so now I have that outline, okay? So this is my cross. Now at this point, if there's any touch-ups that you want to do on yours or any changes you want to make, by all means, you are more than welcome to do that. In fact, I do think I will actually add in a little bit extra. This is just me. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But just to tie in that black, I think I want to just kind of come in here and just add a little bit in here. As you can see, I have it really choppy, so it doesn't look like it's perfect at all, and you don't want that. But this is just something that I decided to do just to kind of tie that in. All right, so there we go. That is my cross. I hope you have enjoyed painting this. Like I said before, if you will, I'd love to see your paintings. Please post them, pictures of them under the comment section from the video. Okay? Thank you so much.